Hello guys, welcome back. I hope you watched the previous video and you have a knowledge on basics of Kinesis and what are the services that comes under Amazon Kinesis and what is video streams. Amazon Kinesis video streams and how encryption is provided in Amazon Kinesis and how to manage the access to this Amazon Kinesis service. So from where the data may be get and what type of data we can able to process. So all these things we have discussed in the previous video. In this video, we're gonna see about how to stream and process. How streaming and processing happens in text data. So what type of data? Text data. That is not a video or anything. So text-based encoding data. How to process that data. So that we're gonna see in this video. Let's see streaming of text data. So for streaming and storing text data, we need streaming, right? Yes, we need a stream to stream and store our text data. So we create that stream by using Amazon Kinesis data stream. So by using this Amazon Kinesis data stream, we can create a stream for streaming and storing our text data. This data stream can store our data based on retention period. That means how many days we want to store our data. That many days we can able to provide by using the retention period. So this data stream this Kinesis data stream can store our data based on retention period we selected. Based on retention period we selected from 1 day to 365 days based on our preference. So 1 day to 1 year. So based on our preference, here also we can able to store and process our data. Actually, this Kinesis data stream will just store your data. Processing happens by using another service. We're gonna discuss it later. So if you want streaming storage for your streaming service, so that gonna provided by using this Amazon Kinesis data stream. We just gonna create a data stream for this. Let's see how to create a data stream in Kinesis. How to create a data stream in Kinesis. So for this, we have two ways. We can even able to create programmatically or we can create from console. That is by using graphical user interface. If you want to create by using CLI command, then you can use this CLI command, that is AWS Kinesis create stream. AWS Kinesis create stream and stream name you need to provide as here -- stream name. This indicates whatever the stream name that you provided is the next one. This is my stream. It is nothing but your stream name that you provided. And shard count, that is 1. So to know about this shard is nothing but a storage. In the form of shards only, your data records are stored inside your Kinesis data stream. Let's focus on how to create data stream. So for this, first you need to write the CLI command and type enter so that your data stream is created by using this name. After that, if you want to see the data stream details, then you can write this AWS Kinesis, same like previously. And in place of create stream, you need to write describe stream. You can write describe stream or else you can write describe stream summary and -- stream name. You need to provide the stream name here. So this indicates the stream name we are providing immediately to the next of this. So here you need to provide the stream name. My stream name is my stream. So I have provided like this. So if you enter like that, then you got response like this. So you can analyze here. So whether your stream state, you can able to analyze, you can see it is an active state, and stream name you can see, and you can see shards, how many shards you have 3 shards. In that shards only you will store your data. So this is how the stream will be, the stream details will be. You can get the ARN as well, unique Amazon resource name as well you got. So by using this ARN, you can able to refer this particular my streams on your AWS account. So in this way, we can able to create your Kinesis stream by using CLI command. To describe the stream, you can use this command in CLI. So how your data is stored in Kinesis? Your data is stored in Kinesis in the form of shards. So what does shards contain? So let's move back. How producer will send the data to this Kinesis? The producer will send the data by using some agent to this Amazon Kinesis. So that agent will send the data in the form of records. How? By you in the form of records, that agent will send the data which it finds in producer. Then those records will be saved sequentially in the form of shards. Those multiple records will be stored sequentially in the form of shard in Amazon Kinesis. In a single shard, how many records we can able to place? We can able to place up to 1,000 records. I'll show you that. You can able to place up to 1,000 records, or else you can able to process 1,000 records by using a single shard. So then how many shards that this data stream can contain? It contains up to 10,000 shards. This contains up to 10,000 shards. So 10 a stream can contain 10,000 shards, and each shard can have ability to process 1,000 records. That means per second, how many records we can able to process? Exactly 10 million pieces of information, 10 million pieces of records we can able to process per second, or we can able to store per second. So what does a record contain? A record contain these 3 things. What are the 3 things? Sequence number, partition key, and blob data. So how your record is inserted among multiple shards? Your stream contains only single shard? No. How many shards you create, those many shards it have. So among those shards, how your data records will be distributed? By using this partition key, the data records will be distributed among shards. And then, so inside shard, how your data records are arranged or stored? By using the sequence number only, they are arranged or sorted inside your shard. So what is shard? It's nothing but a sequence of data records. So how many shards that this stream can able to maintain? Up to 10,000 shards. So each shard can able to process how many records per second? 1,000. So totally how many records we can able to process per second by using a single stream? 10 millions. Now let's see. We have already seen how to create programmatically this stream. So now let's see how to do this from AWS Management Console. So for that, I have already logged into this. So I'm just clicking on search bar. I'm just searching for Kinesis. So you can see Kinesis. You just open this Kinesis. And since we are creating data stream for our Kinesis, you can see data streams option there. So here you can see data streams, you just click on it. And then you have an option that is create data stream here. So just click on it so that you entered into the dashboard of data stream creation. So in this way, you can able to enter into this dashboard and create. And another option is also there from AWS Kinesis dashboard. You can see in the starting dashboard only, it was asking you getting started with Kinesis data stream. If you want, then you can able to create from here. You just click on it so that you directly enter into this dashboard, Kinesis data stream creation dashboard. And just you need to provide name of your data stream to identify your data stream among multiple. Data stream 1. So that's I'm providing. And you can see data stream capacity. So here you can able to choose the capacity mode you want. You want on demand or provision. So on demand indicates with this on demand mode, we do not need to plan our capacity. Automatically, our shards will be scaled based on our demand. So if you write unpredictable amount of data, that is some GBs of data, if you want to handle that throughput, that reading and writing throughput per minute, so for that you can choose this on demand. What this on demand do is, with this on demand, Kinesis data streams automatically manages the shards in order to provide necessary throughput. So here management of shards will be taken care by AWS. If you choose this on demand, management of your shards will be taken care by AWS, and it provides you necessary throughput. If you choose this provision throughput, then you need to manage your shards. So you need to manage your capacity and you need to manage your shards. How many shards you want, that you need to manage. You need to calculate the required capacity. So all the calculations that you need to do here when you choose provision. If you want AWS to take care of providing you throughput and shards, then choose this on demand. If you want provision, then choose this and need to provide your shards how many you want. You can even able to change these number of shards programmatically in between whenever your stream is created also, after creation also. So I'm just moving on with the on demand. So at last you can see that's it for stream creation. So what are the details that you provided, those are visible here. If you just click on create stream, so that your stream will be created. So in this way, you can able to create your stream. You can see the data retention period. So what does this data retention period indicates? How many days you want to store your data under your stream, in your stream. Whenever you put your data in your stream, that means when you put your data in your stream, in your shards, so the data record, how many days you want to maintain that data record. So that indicates this data retention period. If you put 1 day, after 1 day, so whatever the data that you put under stream will be expired. And one more thing that I want to say here is, you cannot update or change the data. You can able to monitor the data by using other services, that is AWS Kinesis data analysis. I will tell you in future about it. So currently we cannot able to change or modify the data which we are going to store under AWS Kinesis streams shards. So whatever the data that we put under these shards, we cannot able to change or modify that data once we put the data inside it. We can only stream the data. If you want to process, so there will be another service for it. I'll roll you. So in this way, you can able to create your data stream. So while creating, what you are need to provide is data stream name and what is the data stream capacity mode that you want, that you need to select on demand or provision. If you choose provision, you need to provide you need to do your own calculations and provide you how many shards you want. So for providing your needed throughput, if you choose this on demand, so based on your needed throughput and the amount of read writes happened on your stream, this will be automatically scaled for your capacity need. So that's it. Just click on create so that your data stream will be created. After that, you can able to use that data stream to send or to write your data onto that stream, and you can able to process that data. In this way, you can able to create your data stream directly from AWS Management Console. Now our data stream is available, and we also know how the data is stored in this stream. So we can store our data there in Kinesis data stream, right? Yes. So our data may be generated from one source or multiple sources. So our data may be generated from mobile devices, and our data may be generated from click streams, logs, IoT sensors also. Now, even we can even store our data in this data streams where the data is generated from other AWS services like AWS CloudWatch or Event Bridge or database migration service, or we can even store our data which is generated from another data stream as well, right? Yeah. So now what we want to do, we want to move or ingest our data to this data stream. So from where? From our data sources. Either it may be from one source or from multiple sources. So to stream or to ingest, we need to use Kinesis producer library or Kinesis agent. For Windows or Linux machines, we use Kinesis agent. For applications, we use Kinesis producer library. For application development kits, for applications, we also use the software development kit, and we can even use this Kinesis API calls to do this, to move our data from our data source to this streaming storage service. What is that? Kinesis data stream. So by using these things, by using Amazon Kinesis producer library or Kinesis agent or SDK or Kinesis API calls, we can able to stream ingestion. We can able to do stream ingestion or data movement from our data sources to this streaming storage, that is data streams. These data movement or these agents, this Kinesis agent will collect the data in the form of records, and those records will be stored in Kinesis data streams in the form of shards. So you know already what does a data record contains and what is the limit of a shard, how many data records that it can able to hold, or how many requests that it can able to process, and how many shards does a Kinesis data stream can have. Even this Kinesis data stream provides you high availability. How it provides you high availability? Same like S3. Whenever you write your data in this data streams of your Kinesis, then the data is replicated across three availability zones. So whenever your data is written or put under data streams of your Kinesis data stream, your data is replicated across three availability zones for providing you high availability. So this is one more important point. So at last, you need to know about pricing also, right? Yes. So for pricing, for first 7 days, you will be charged per shard. Hourly, you will be charged per shard. And so how many get records API calls that you made. So for retrieving your data, how many records, how many get record API calls that you made, for that also you will be charged, and hourly per shard, how many shards you created, for that hourly you will be charged. So after 7 days, you will be charged how many GBs of data that you stored per month. So like this, the charge will be encountered after creating this data stream and after putting your data. One more important point during lab, I have already mentioned that, is this data, whatever the data that you stored in your data stream is not modifiable. We cannot update the data, or we cannot change the data, or we cannot even remove the data. The data only gets expired after retention period that you said. So till that period, if you want, we can have an option to read the data and process the data and move to specific destination also. But we cannot able to update or change the data or remove the data till retention period completed. After that, it automatically, the data gets automatically expired. So we cannot able to modify or remove data present in data streams. This Amazon Kinesis data streams are highly customizable. What does the word customizable means? That means we can able to manage our ingestion, that is putting our data into the stream, and we can able to do scaling as well. If you choose provisioned, if you choose provisioned capacity mode, then we are the persons need to scale the shards which are present in it. So that is also customizable, and we can even have ability to consume the data which is present in the streams. We can able to do all these things programmatically. So we can call this Kinesis data stream as customizable. We call this Kinesis data stream as highly customizable because we can able to manage programmatically this injection and scaling and consumption as well. If we select provisioned capacity mode, then we are the person need to scale our data, right? So scaling shards. So that scaling shards, we call it as resharding. What is that? Resharding. So by using this resharding process, we can able to scale our data. So before that, let's have a small point regarding retention period. So let's say I have provisioned, I have created a stream with provision mode. Now, can I able to increase the retention period and decrease the retention period? Yes, we can able to do that. So whatever the stream may be, after you creating your stream, whenever your stream comes to active state, you can able to do these two things. That is, you can able to increase your stream retention period or decrease your stream retention period by using these two API calls. Increase stream retention period API call is used to increase the stream's retention period, and decrease stream retention period is the API call that you can choose to decrease the stream retention period by using API call. let's move back to this scaling or resharding. So how to do this? So what is the need to do this resharding? So there will be actually two needs to do this. So the first need is hard shards. Hard shards, which indicates more number of writes and reads which are performed on that shard. So since that shard is highly utilizing, we call that shard as hard shard. So sometimes it might happen, some shards we don't even do writes or reads. So less writes or less reads happen on some shards. We call those types of shards as cold shards. So whenever we are having hot shard, so then what we require? We require high throughput from that shard, right? Yes. So what we do is we just split that parent shard. We just split that parent shard and we create two child shards. So these two child shards, so during splitting also we can able to read and write our data that will be stored under your child shards. And then after creating your child shards, this parent shard will be expired. This child shards only will be available to you during this splitting of resharding process. And then these two shards can able to provide read and write responses to you for your applications in Kinesis data streams so that you can able to achieve your task and overcome this hot shard issue. So let's say you're having two shards in your stream. Those are getting very less reads and writes. That is nothing but very less throughput it is getting. So for that, in order to manage that, in order to reduce your cost on the shards, what you do, you can able to merge them as well. So you can able to merge two parent shards to a single child shard. So while merging also, it can able to support both reading and writing. So after merging also, it can support both reading and writing. So this is about resharding. We can able to split hard shards and we can able to merge cold shards as well. So in order to achieve your throughput requirements, you can do this manually. You can do this programmatically. By using CLI, you can able to do these both things as well. So based on your requirement, you can do. And at last, for this data, what are the data that we store under this Amazon Kinesis data streams? It also has consumers, right? Yes. So we have two types of consumers. So let's discuss them. So first consumer is classic type consumer and another type of consumers are enhanced fan consumers. So what happens? In data streams, data consumers can be classified into these two types. That is classic as well as enhanced fan out consumers. So this classic consumers. So who are these classic consumers? These classic consumers are those who can get data by pulling data from the data stream. How they are getting data? By pulling the data from the data stream. So they have limited amount of data can be pulled per second. So they're facing a limit. What is that? They can able to pull a limited amount of data. In particular, if we talk, then it can able to pull up to 5 API requests per second per shard. That means per each shard per second, it can able to provide you 2 MB of data throughput. Totally from 5 APIs and 2 MB of data that we can able to retrieve from each shard. Totally how much we get is 5 into 2, that is 10 MB of data only we can able to retrieve from this classic consumer. There is a limit for them. So we are having a limitation of data that is pulled per second and number of users who can able to pull the data per second, because a shard can allow only 5 API requests per second and provides 2 MB of response for a request. Whereas if you choose this enhanced fan out consumers, these consumers can get data from pushing the data from the shards to the subscribers. So this is another way. Here, how the data retrieval happens by pushing the data from shards to subscribers. So here the limitation was not there. So no such limitations are faced here by consumers. And every consumer can get 2 Mbps, 2 Mbps of provisioned data per shard. Here only limit is data in terms of here in enhanced fan out consumers, the only limit is data allowed to register only 20 consumers applications. Data stream allows to register only 20 consumer applications. More than that, we cannot able to register per a shard. So each consumer application can register only one shard. This is also one more limit. Each consumer can able to register for only one stream, and each stream can able to maintain, or each stream can accept only 20 consumer applications registration only. So this is helpful for providing you fast throughput. So this is helpful for providing you fast throughput for less number of applications. So if you compare the cost, in terms of cost, what happens is use this classic consumers when we are using 5 applications or less than 5 applications or 5 destinations. Use this enhanced fan out consumers when we are having applications, that is 5 to 20 applications. 5 to 20 applications are destinations, because in terms of cost, this classic consumers cost lower compared to this enhanced fan out consumers. So at last, about this Kinesis data streams, let's see one more important point, that is how to put the records. So for putting records, we have two types of API calls available, that is put record and put records. If you want to put a single record, use this put record. And if you want to put multiple records, use this put records option. So if you use this put record for putting these 3 records, let's say I have these 3 records, record 1, record 2, record 3, record 1 having this data and this time. So like this, I'm having 3 records. If I use this put record option, then individually my put record get responses like this. It contains the shard ID and it contains some details about the sequence number and header as well, HTTP header. So if we compare the overall records, since we are putting 3 records, right? So I just provided my record 1, that is this person and this person in the same shard, and I want to put this person in different shard. You can able to compare them after getting the response. After getting 3 individual responses, you can able to compare them by using shard ID. You can see the first shard ID and the third shard ID will be same, because you put those two under same shard. And you can see the second shard, the shard ID is different. That means that second record will be put under different shard. So in this way, we can able to put individual record into our streams, into particularly shards. So if you see, if you want to put multiple records at a time by using put records, in practical also we use this mostly, that is put record, because we even need to done our work smartly, right? So for that sake, we use this put records to put a batch of records at a time. So if you use this put record, then you can able to provide multiple records at a time by using this JSON script. And here you can see I have provided all the 3 users data at a time. And you can see, you can observe here, I even provided the partition key. So by using this partition key, your data is distributed among shards. I provided partition key 1 and partition key 1 in 2 records and partition key 2 as another record partition key. So these two records will be placed under same shard, but this partition 2 key record will be placed under another shard. You can see, if you done this, if you execute this put records API call, then you got a response, single put single put request response, and records are distributed among shards based on preferred shard IDs. You can see the first and the third record will be placed on the same shard, whereas the second will be placed on the different, because we provided based on our partition key, they are distributed. In the shards also, based on sequence number, they are arranged in sorted order. You can see failed number of records count as well. Currently, they are not failed any record. So 0 record fails, you can see here. In this way, if you use the put records API call, you got a single response for all the records. And if you use this put record option, then you got individual response for every record putting. So like this, you can able to put your records by using SDK requests in your data streams. This is all about Kinesis data stream service. We can able to use this service for streaming storage, and we can able to store from these data sources, and we can able to ingest by using these AP. By using these agents, you can able to ingest your data, and you know how the data is stored and whatever the cost, and you know how to do it, how to create a stream from programmatically as well as from AWS management console. And you already seen about resharding, how to scale the shards which you have already created, and you have also seen the classification among consumer types, and you have also seen about how to put your records after creating your shard, how to put your records by using the agents, by using these API calls, and after putting how the data will be, how the response will be, all the things you will be get a good knowledge of it. I hope this video is contentful. If you feel this video is contentful, then please like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon to get the latest updates. Thanks for watching again. See you back in the next video. Until then, bye bye guys.